Alright, Vic Camp back here. We're looking at the 1965 Gottlieb Buckaroo. This one will be on gameplay. So we're going to start up this game. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod for this gameplay and see if I can really get some close-up shots of what the player has to do to beat this sequence. Alright, so let's start the game. And here we go. So as I mentioned in the other video, the 5-point dead pop bumper up here will move the Roto-spin. I'm going to hit that 5-pointer, and there we go, and the 4 is lit, which is the best number on the Roto-spin. That you need to remember when trying to beat this game. So here we go. We're going to roll down on the A, and the A lit this 10-point dead bumper. It was 1 point. Now player goes down to B, and he lights the 10-point pop bumper here. As you can see, the pop bumper yellow one here is not lit, it's 1 point. When the player goes down to C, it lights the pop bumper. Now, if the player gets to D and makes the A, B, C, D, like mentioned in the other video, the player will receive the special when lit right here. And also light this dead pop bumper. And there you have it. Special when lit. So during the course of the game, the player shooting the ball from the shooter rod out into the top of the arch must be able to shake and nudge the ball in the A, B, C, and D at will to light that special. Alright, we're going to move over here. This is 5 points or 50 points when lit. This, we'll call it side rollover, left side rollover. And that would also make the Roto-spin. Same thing on the right side. As you can see, it alternates back to 50 points, and 50 points is not lit here, but if you go through here you get 5 points and the Roto-spin will spin. And the 50 point works off the 0 to 9 unit. You can see the 50 point working off the 0 to 9 unit. Okay, I'm going to move down here to the lower portion of the play field. And this target here will Roto-spin for the player when hit. Alright, so we're going to make a number here. There's no numbers on the play field except on the Roto-spin. The side outs are just a spin and 50 points when lit. Same thing down here. So what the player needs to do is really get good at making these, hitting these Roto-spin targets. Here's the 3 and the 5 and 7. And here's the 4. But let's show you the 1, 2, 3, 4 win first. Here's the 1. Here's the 2. Now if the player makes the 4, he'll get a free game. Alright, let's do that. It's not easy to make the 4, but we can get it. If you're patient. And here's the 4. That's going to give the player a free game. And here we go. Listen to the knocker. And the knocker went off. Now the 5's another free game. And there's the 5. The 5 gives you another free game. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's the knocker. You sound it. 6 will give you a free game too. And also 7. We're going to hit the 6 and get another free game. Listen for the knocker. Okay. Okay, you get the idea? We are going to cancel out this game. I'm going to start a new game. And I'm going to show you what happens if the player gets the 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and needs the 4. No, we just matched on the 9. Alright, so let's reset this and we'll set it up for the 1, 2, 3, and the 5, 6, 7, and see what happens when we make the 4. That's the multi-pop game. Alright, so we're going to start it off right away. Alright. 3, 6, 7, 2. Here's the 5 and the 1. 5, 1. Now look at that. No free games. In the last game we played, 1, 2, 3, 4 was a free game. And then we made the 5 for a free game, 6 for a free game, and then the 7 also gives you a free game. But now the player has almost all the numbers out and no free replays yet. So what we're going to do is, we're going to find that 4, if it ever comes up, because it doesn't come up often. But when it does, you got to make it, and there it is. Now, if the player makes the 4 and completes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's going to get 4 replays in a row right now. As you can see, we have 3 replays on the counter, the credit wheel. Player is playing the game. He's going to make the 4. Here it comes. Listen for the 4 pops in a row, or 4 knockers going off at one time. Ready? And there you have it. The multiple 4 wins in a row. You have 7 now. And very difficult to make 1 through 7. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to make 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then make the 4. Doesn't happen a lot. I have made that shot. But that's what keeps you coming back for more with this game. This is a very, very tough game to beat. When you play this game, the palms of your hands are going to be red from shaking and nudging, trying to make high score by replays or trying to make that quadruple 4-game win. Alright, so we also have 4 levels of scoring here for high score. 13, 14, 15, and 1600. That's probably the factory settings. The recommended factory settings, which I have all my games on. You have to have the factory recommended setting card in order to set your machine up for that. So, like I said, tough player, and for sure you're going to be sweating and palms red if you're really competing against this game, because it's a really good player, tough player to play. Alright, so there you have it. 1965 mid-60s classic animated Gottlieb Wedge Head.